Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're taking our first official trip post-surgery. Actually, I'm just running into town, taking about 5 minutes there and back. I'm trying to sell that Honda Accord. I'm just junking it because they told me it'd be $1,200 to fix it, and even the mechanic said it's not worth it. So, gotta run into the mechanics, get the title out of the glove box so I can call the place that I'm junking it with and give them the information off of it that they need, and go from there. So, quick 5-minute ride, and then back to the house. Gonna try and hit the elliptical when I get back. My thighs are still burning from yesterday, but it's worth it. I didn't get much filmed yesterday, but what I will say is I did try like a homemade creamy broth that I made off that stew that I made for the wife and kids. I tried that with some grits in it last night. I ate about 3 or 4 tablespoons, and I was kind of like, well, I'm done. Not like I got sick or anything. I was just like, I'm full. I think the way I can tell that I'm full is it kind of feels like there's pressure on my ribs from the inside. So that's good to know. I think that I've got that down pat. Other than that, just running for a quick ride out in the scenic country, and then back to the house. Nothing exciting, but anyways, just thought I'd share that with you. Ran up to the mechanics. The title wasn't in the glove box, so I don't know. I called the place back and it's like $50 less if you don't have the title, so I may just have them come pick it up tomorrow anyways and get it done with. Just hanging out watching Defenders. I did my protein shake this morning. It was like a 17-ounce pre-made, and it's like 48 grams of protein, so I drank that between 8 and 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock. I've had 2 sugar-free popsicles, just kind of keep the liquid in, changing it up too. And then last night I made a handmade protein shake, and then I threw it in the freezer and froze it, so that's what I had for lunch. Basically, you could say homemade ice cream, but it was just, for me, it's a different way, changes the texture. So I got that down, so that's another 40 grams of protein, so I'm at 80 so far today, which means before I go to bed, I gotta have not even 20 grams of protein, and I'll be good to go. So I don't know. Broth seems kind of pointless, to be honest with you. There's only 2 grams of protein in broth. You get more just drinking a glass of milk. You drink 2 cups of Fairlife and have 20 grams of protein. 26 actually, I think. Or 2 cups of the protein silk I have, and that's 20 grams. So that's a big deal. So I might make some oatmeal tonight, like some soupy oatmeal, and just cook it in some hot Fairlife, like a cup of hot Fairlife. 2 cups of that, and I'm good to go for the day as far as protein goes. Trying to get my daily allotment of hydration and just extra liquid. So 2 popsicles. Let's see, I had 17 ounces this morning. I would say probably that protein ice cream thing was probably 16 ounces because I made it with a 1.5 cups of milk and a big handful of ice. So all in all, it was probably about 16 ounces. So what are we at? 32. I don't know how much a popsicle is. Water is. It's we'll say 4 ounces. So we'll say another 8. So I'm about 28 ounces. No, that was it. 17 plus 16 is 27, 33, So we'll say 41 ounces. So I've got about 20 ounces to go. I got a bottle of Crystal Light here with me. I can get through that, plus whatever I drink tonight. I'm rocking and rolling on this thing. Let's get it going. Just thought I want to check in, see how everybody's doing. Like I said, just watching Defenders, texting the wife back and forth about this car. Called about getting a dumpster. Not called, submitted an email because there's no phone number. Like, why don't people have phone numbers anymore? I just want to be able to call you right now and be like, hey, this is what I want. How do I get it? I don't want to submit you an email for you to call me back 20 hours later. I did get the kids exercising yesterday. I've basically told them I'm starting it out at 10 minutes on the elliptical. I'm going to build them up. Every 10 minutes gets them an hour of electronic time, or they can run from our house to the tree line, which is about 50 yards. So it's there and back. If they do that 10 times, that's an hour. But they have to run it. So Jordan did that yesterday. He actually did it 15 times, and Allie did 10 minutes on the elliptical. So we'll keep that up today. I just got off of it. I got about 8 minutes. I pushed myself until my legs felt like jello, and it was like tiptoeing, like holding every bar I could to get off of it. Not like I built, I got a good like breathing going, but like my thighs started hurting. I didn't realize I forgot how much your thighs hurt on the elliptical, how much they work your thighs. But I think I might talk the kids into going out and going for a walk once they are both home and do their homework. So we'll see where that goes. Anyways, just thought I'd check in, just kind of spill what's going on. I did try, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, I did try, so I have 3 pills I still take. Two of them the doctor gave me after surgery, one's from before surgery. The one from before surgery is like a high power to leave, and it's for my shoulders. I know I've talked about my shoulders bothering me before, so I have to crush that. And then the other two, one's to keep you from getting gallstones, and the other is maybe an antibiotic, I don't remember. And then the liquid they give you to help prevent constipation, so there's that. I take all 4 of those 2 times a day. They are atrocious. Like, I know I've talked about the liquid being nasty, so I was like, this morning I was like, I'll change it up. I'll put it in a cup of beef broth. So I dumped all the pills in the beef broth. I squirted the liquid in the beef broth. I stirred it up, and basically just drank a cup of nasty broth. It didn't even taste like beef anymore. It was revolting. But like the liquid, like if you take it straight, like it makes my throat burn for a little while, so that's a little weird. So I was trying to mix it up. The only thing I found that kind of helps is the protein shake. You can dump it in there and kind of down it, and then put protein shake on top of it, and that kind of helps. Or last night when I took before I went to bed, I had frozen a protein shake and let it get sort of soft, and I did it that way, and that wasn't too bad. So that may be the way I have to do it, because it's bad. Once I get to the pureed stage, maybe it won't be so bad. I can mix it with some other things, but those medicines, man, they're terrible. So, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So yeah, thought I'd share that with you. I'll try to remember to get the names and give you an idea of what they are. I'm just telling you now, be prepared for those. That's the worst part of this entire process is the medications. But I'm only on those for 2 months. So once I get to the pureed stage, I think it'll be a little bit easier, because then I can mix it with different things. Like, I don't know, I'm going to try and maybe crushed avocado, pureed avocado. maybe tuna fish. Maybe it can't overpower tuna fish. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. Like I'll try and take them on camera tonight, just so you can see my reaction. You know, completely unedited. Like, it's rough stuff. So I'll try and remember that tonight. I think I forgot to take my B12, and I know I've got to take my calcium citrate, which I got to get on that because I have to do 4 of those before bed. So I did take my multivitamin, but I keep forgetting to grab my calcium. So I'm gonna go grab that and then finish the vendors. It has literally been gorgeous all day. Stepped out the door to go get the girls from the bus. It started raining. I was gonna walk. This is about a little over a quarter of a mile walk. I was gonna walk down and get them, and oh, there's someone here. I guess my aunt's gonna get them. But yeah, I was gonna come and get them, and it started raining. What the heck? What the heck, Florida? Anyways, just thought I'd share that with you. Do you see this? Do you see this? It wasn't this bad until we got about right here, and then it just went. So she's making faces at me through the door. I just want to show you the rain.
Whenever it rains or thunders, I think of it as God going boom. Like, boom, straight!
Anyways, it's only been doing that for about a minute and a half. Thought I'd share that. Alright, so just did 13 minutes on the elliptical. I'm good and sweaty. Heart's bumping. I went as fast as I could. I even went backwards twice for about 30 seconds. My legs kind of feel like jello. So as far as protein goes, I'm still at what I was earlier. Up maybe 6 more ounces. The kids have done their homework. They've exercised. Now they're playing video games. So dinner's almost done. So they're having some leftovers.
I didn't even notice that. Okay.
So they're having leftovers. This is the leftovers. It's the stew I made tonight. I just mix it with rice. They're having veggies. And then this chicken I bought pre-halved and pre-seasoned. All I did was add some chicken stock to the bottom here. So these have cooked, got them to 170 internally. They've rested for 13 minutes while I was on the elliptical. Now I'm gonna chop them up and plate everything up. As for me, I still need about 20 more grams of protein in the 9 out. I'm probably gonna sit down and drink some unsweet tea, some like ice cold unsweet tea, and then I'll work on the protein later. I might just have 2 cups of milk later and that'll give me 26. So, all right, I'm gonna get this done. Well, I've had a bath. It's the end of the night. I smell fresh, clean, suave, and slightly debonair. Anyways, I'm gonna go out for the night. I hit 96 grams of protein and 66 ounces. I'm still drinking. I've got some tea left over from earlier. So, yeah, I didn't want any more. I'm like, bleh. Just, bleh. I think it's just drinking things. Like, that's the thing, because I don't want anybody to think this is like the liquid part's really that hard. It's not. The hardest part is I don't really want anything, and I'm limited to the things I can have because I'm lactose intolerant. So like I can't have like creamed soups, I can't have regular milk. You know, I could go out and buy other flavors of protein powder, but they're kind of expensive. I mean, I'll still drink them afterwards because that'll help me hit my protein count for the day as well as my liquid intake. But it won't be as prominent because I'll start eating foods that are specifically high in protein. So, that's the hardest part, is that I'm limited specifically to what I can intake without getting sick. Well, I assume, but I'm too fresh out of surgery to like try drinking regular milk or eating or taking in like a cream-based soup and risking the chance that I'll get super sick, on top of the fact that my stomach's still pretty tender and freshly cut. So maybe later on down the line I'll try something, and we'll see if maybe this surgery cured the lactose issue or made it worse. I've heard it can make it worse, I've heard it can cure it, but that's the hardest part. Like, it's just the same thing over and over again. It just gets really boring, like Jello gets boring, So other than that, that's just me complaining for the day. Did like 20 minutes. I ended up doing a full like 20 minutes on the elliptical when it was all said and done for the day. Like I said, hit my protein, hit my liquid intake, and that's about all. Kids are in bed. My wife's working on her outfit for tomorrow, and then she's hitting the bed, and I'm gonna hang out for a little bit. Hope you guys had a good day. Any questions, ask away. Till tomorrow.